Okay, good morning. So our new lesson is about linear equation in two variables. So an equation in the form ax plus by equals c is called a linear equation in two variables. So sabi, linear equation. Pag sinabing linear equation, dapat wala tayong makikitang exponent. Pag sinabi naman two variables, so, dapat dalawa yung variables na makikita o yung magkaibang letters. So, in this case, we have x and y. Kasi si A, B, at C ay constant or number yan. No? Hindi pa lang natin nilalagyan. And at least one of A and B are not 0. So, this also referred to as the standard form of the linear equation. So, the symbol x and y are variables that represent any number that will satisfy the equation. So, let's have an example. So, the equation 2x plus 3y equals 36 is an example of linear equation in two variables. So, this equation will only be true if we can find an ordered pair xy that will satisfy the equation. So, let's have some examples. So, mag-try tayo maglagay ng ilang ordered pair and let's see if they will satisfy the given linear pair. No? So, which of the following ordered pairs will make the equation 2x plus 3y equals 32 true? So, tandaan, yung una yung x, then yung pangalawa yung y. So, to check kung siya ay solution or hindi, so isa-substitute lang natin yung value ng x and y dun sa original equation or sa given equation. So, let's have solution 1 dun sa ating given na 4, 10. So, we know that x equals 4 and y equals 10. So, we will just have to substitute it to the original equation 2x plus 3y equals 32. So, it will be, again, yung x papalitan natin ng 4, yung y papalitan natin ng 10. So, we will have 2 times 4 plus 3 times 10. Then, perform lang natin yung operation. So, 2 times 4 is 8. And then, 3 times 10 is 30. So, we will have 8 plus 30 equals 32. So, ano ba ang 8 plus 30? So, that's 38. So, since hindi siya nag-equal sa 32, ibig sabihin, si 410 ay hindi solution doon sa ating equation na 2x plus 3y equals 32. So, sabi dyan, therefore, the ordered pair 410 did not make the equation true. So, try naman natin yung pangalawang equation or yung pangalawang ordered pair. Ito. No? So, we have 10, 4. So, we have x is 10 and y is 4. So, palitan lang natin yung x and y sa original equation. So, magiging 2 times 10 plus 3 times 4. No? Equals 32. Again, saan po nakuha? Yung x, pinalitan ng 10. Yung y, pinalitan ng 4. So, 2 times 10 is 20. Plus 3 times 4 is 12. So, we have 20 plus 12. So, that is 32. So, since 32 is equal to 32, it means that the ordered pair 10, 4 satisfies the given equation. Which means that 10, 4 is called the solution to the equation. May tanong po ba tayo kung paano malalaman kung solution siya or hindi? Kung may tanong, pwede pong i-chat sa atin, GC. So, in a given equation, there are several ordered pairs that will satisfy the equation. So, hindi lang siya isa. Maraming equation, madaming ordered pair ang pwedeng maging solution sa isang equation natin. And these ordered pairs will be contained in one line. Remember, in one line we do have infinitely many points, but we only need 2 points to form a line. No? So hence, we can graph the equation of the line by having only 2 points whose coordinate make the equation true. So, let's have some example. So, find 5 solution. So, 5 solution yung pinapahanap sa atin for the linear equation x plus y equals 3. And plot the solutions as points on the coordinate system. As you can see from the table, ayan, ang ginamit kong value ng x is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, kapag ganito naman na walang given sa atin na ordered pair, pwede tayong maglagay ng kahit anong number as value of x. So, sa akin, pinili ko yung 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 para hindi na ako mahirapan. Kasi, di ba, si 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yung pinakamaliit or pinakaunang 5 pinakamaliit na positive integers. So, since yun yung x ko, with that, I can find the value of y by substituting the value of x in the equation x plus 3, x plus y equals 3. So, magiging 1 plus y equals 3. So, ano ang magiging value ng y? So, 2. Next, doon naman sa 2. If x equals 2, so magiging 2 plus y equals 3. So, ang magiging y natin is y equals 1. Next, kung 3 naman yung x, 3 plus y equals 3. So, ang y natin ay 0. So, if x equals 4, then we will have 4 plus y equals 3. So, ang magiging value ng y natin ay negative 1. And lastly, if ang x natin is 5, so ang ating magiging equation ay 5 plus y equals 3. So, ang y natin ay magiging negative 2. And then, pwede nating pagsamahin na yung x and y para makakuha tayo na ordered pair. So, the following ordered pairs are the solution of the equation. So, we have x plus y equals 3. So, the solutions are 1, 2, 2, 1, 3, 0, 4, negative 1, and 5, negative 2. Next, let us plot those solutions that we get earlier in a Cartesian plane, no? So, i-plot natin siya. So, we have here the coordinate plane, and then we will just plot the points. So, we have 1, 2, then 2, 1, 3, 0, then 4, negative 1, and then 5, negative 2. Next, let us connect those points using a straight line, no? Ayan. As we can see, we have a straight line, no? A decreasing straight line, no? Pataas, pa, baba, no? So, lagi ang tingin natin sa ating graph ay from left to right, no? So, yung sa left natin, mataas, bababa. So, ang ating graph ay tinatawag na decreasing. So, as you can see, all the points form a straight line. So, using the graph, you can determine the slope of the line. A slope of the line. The slope of the line is the number that measures its steepness. So, kung gaano katarik yung linya. It also characterizes the direction of the line. It is determined by the rise over run between 2 points. So, the slope of the line can be determined by the rise over run between the 2 points. Small letter m is used to represent the slope of the line. So, ito yung ating general formula sa slope of the line. M equals rise over run. So, let's have an example. So, find the slope of the equation of the line x plus y equals negative 1. So, first, let's choose two x values. So, sa x values, kahit ano. Pero, it is recommended to choose doon sa maliliit lang na value. Siyempre, para maliit lang isa-substitute natin sa equation, hindi tayo masyadong mahirapan. So, in here, I will choose 3 and negative 3. Then, I will find the corresponding value of y using those value of x. Anong gagawin ko? I will substitute it to the given equation x plus y equals negative 1. So, I will have 3 plus y equals negative 1, tsaka negative 3 plus y equals negative 1. So, I will have y equals negative 4. So, the first point is 3 negative 4. And then, the second y is 2. So, I will have negative 3, 2. Now that I already have 2 points, I can already graph it in a Cartesian plane. So, hanapin ko lang si 3. No? So, si 3 sa x, then negative 4. Ayun. So, that is my first point. And then, yung second point, negative 3 sa x, then 2 sa y. So, ayun yun. So, I will just connect the 2 points to make a straight line. No? Para makita ko yung graph ni x plus y equals negative 1. So, ayan siya. So, ayan yung ating graph. So, ano ba ang ating rise over run? So, hanapin natin. So, rise, yung itinaas o ibinaba mula point 1 to point 2. At yung run, kung yung tinakbo niya from left to right or right to left. So, lagi lang tatandaan, pag rise ang ating hinahanap, so, pag tayo ay umakyat, that is positive. Pag tayo ay bumaba, that is negative. Pag naman run, pag pumunta tayo sa right, that is positive. Pag pumunta tayo sa left, that is negative. Basta, tuloy-tuloy lang ang ating takbo. Okay? So, let's see kung ano yung ating slope dito. So, we have ang rise natin. So, pababa tayo. So, that's negative 1. Ilang unit? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No? Kasi ayun na yung katapat ng ating second point. So, we have negative 6 rise. Then, ang ating run ay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, 6 din. Saan papunta? Papunta ba tayo sa right or sa left? So, from left, pupunta sa right. So, going to the right. So, that is positive. And ilang units? 6. So, ang run natin, positive 6. So, we have rise negative 6. Run is positive 6. So, we have negative 6 over 6. Or kapag nilowest term, negative 1. So, ang ating slope ay negative 1. So, may tanong po ba tayo doon? Kung may tanong po tayo doon, pwede pong i-chat sa ating GC. Let us now discuss the different type of slope. So, sa value pa lang daw ng slope, malalaman na natin kung anong klase ng graph ang meron sa atin, no? Kung siya ba increasing, decreasing, horizontal, or vertical. So, ano-ano ba yung type of slope? So, tandaan, pag positive ang value ng ating slope, ang ating graph ay increasing. So, tatandaan, laging ang tingin natin sa ating graph from left to right. So, from left to right, umakyat ba o bumaba? So, kapag umakyat, that is increasing. So, kapag daw positive ang value, increasing. So, kapag negative value ang ating slope, decreasing. So, katulad nung kanina, as we can see, negative yung ating slope. So, kaya ang ating graph ay decreasing. So, kapag naman 0, ang ating graph ay vertical line lang, ay horizontal line lang. Ayan, pahiga lang. As we can see. Kapag naman ang ating slope ay undefined or yung nakuha natin ay fraction na 0 ang denominator, then ang ating graph ay vertical line or patayong linya lamang. Let us have some example. So, for example, itong graph na ito. So, we have the equation negative 2x plus 3y equals negative 5. So, ang dalawang solution natin ay negative 2, negative 3, and then 4, 1. Then, ito yung ating slope. So, the graph of the equation negative 2 plus 3y equals negative 5 is a line that rises to the right. Ayan. Increasing ang ating graph. Kasi ang ating slope ay, ano nga ang rise natin? So, kung dito tayo magsisimula, 1, 2, 3, 4, positive 4, and then going to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Positive 4 over positive 6. Or pwede din naman kung dito tayo magsisimula, same lang. So, ang ating rise ay negative kasi pababa, 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 4. Then, papunta naman sa left. So, negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, magiging negative 4 over negative 6. So, negative divided by negative, positive pa rin yung makukuha. So, it doesn't matter kung saan point tayo mag-i-start. Next, the slope-intercept form of the line. So, the slope-intercept form of the line is y equals mx plus b. So, tandaan, ang ating standard form ay ax plus by equals c. So, ayan yung standard form. So, kapag naman slope-intercept form, we have y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. So, for example, we have x plus y equals negative 1. Ito yung example natin kanina. So, this one is in standard form. So, gawin natin siyang slope-intercept form. So, ang gagawin lang natin, dapat maiwan yung y, kasi katulad nito, sa isang side. So, si x, tsaka yung constant, dapat mapunta sa kabila. So, we will have y equals positive x. Pag nilipat sa kabila, magiging negative x. Then, iduksong lang natin yung negative 1 or minus 1 na, no? So, alam natin na ang ating slope ay negative 1. Bakit po negative 1? Kasi diba, pag walang number sa unahan si x, that is automatic 1. E tatandaan, si slope ay si m o yung number sa tabi ni x. Next, we have negative 2x plus 3y equals negative 5. So, ang gagawin lang natin, iwan natin si y sa isang side. Lipat natin doon si x. So, magiging 3y equals 2x minus 5 kasi negative magiging positive. So, magiging divide lang natin lahat sa 3 para matira lang yung y kasi y lang kailangan natin. We will have 2/3 x minus 5 over 3. So, yun yung ating slope-intercept form of the line. So, ang ating slope? Ito po, yung number sa tabi ni x. So, our slope is 2 over 3. And again, sa value pa lang ng slope, malalaman na natin kung decreasing or increasing. So, sa una, we have decreasing kasi negative. Then, sa pangalawa, we have increasing kasi positive. So, let's have more examples. So, let's try to answer this. So, pwedeng i-pause muna yung video habang nagtatry magsagot. No? Are you done? So, let's check kung tama ang inyong mga ginawa. Number 1. So, again, we have to isolate the y. So, lipat lang natin yung x. So, we have positive 3x dito. So, pag nilipat yun, magiging negative 3x. So, yun na yun, no? Next, number 2. We have, lipat natin yung x sa kabila. Negative 2y equals positive x, magiging negative 20x plus 11. So, since may kasama po si y, divide lang natin yung buong equation sa negative 2. So, cancel na yun. Matitira na lang y equals 10x minus 11 over 2. And then, last one, number 3. So, we will have negative 4 equals negative 3x plus 6. So, divide lang natin yung whole equation sa negative 4. So, cancel na yun. Ang matitira na lang ay y equals 3/4 x minus 3 over 2. And then, kung kukunin natin yung mga slope, ito yung slope, no? So, katabi ni x sa 1, si negative 3. Then, sa 2, si positive 10. And then, sa 3, si 3 over 4. Next is finding the slope given the 2 points. So, kanina, hinanap natin yung slope given the slope-intercept form of the line. So, madali lang kapag given yung equation, whether in standard form. So, i-change lang natin siya into slope-intercept form. And then, kung ano yung katabi ng x, yun yung slope. Pero what if hindi given yung equation? What if ang given sa atin is 2 point? Katulad ng example natin dito. So, kapag ganun daw, we will use the formula m equals y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So, ang ating given point ay negative 3, 2 at 3, 4. So, this is our first point. So, since siya yung first point, so x, y, lagyan lang natin ng 1. No? X sub 1, y sub 1. And then, yung second point, x sub 2, y sub 2. And then, we will just have to substitute it to the given equation, no? So, ang ating y sub 2 ay negative 4. So, yun yun. Y sub 1 is positive 2. Kaya, negative 4 minus 2. And then, ang ating x sub 2 ay 3. X sub 1 ay negative 3. So, as we can observe, this is negative, negative. Pag pinagsama na yan, magiging plus na lang, no? So, we have negative 6 over positive 6, or we can have negative 1. Again, what kind of slope is this? Decreasing. Very good. So, may tanong po ba tayo? So, review natin yung pagkuha ng slope. Kapag naka-y-intercept form, pag meron tayong y equal mx plus b, automatic, ito na yung ating slope. Kapag mang given 2 points, we will use this formula.